Michael Lewis along with Grady, my producer. And tonight it's going to be a very critical game for your Eagles as they are trying to snap a three-game losing streak. A lot of injuries and a lot of challenges for your Second Baptist Eagles school. Second Baptist Eagles football team tonight. They're playing the former champions of the SBC Southwest for a conference, the Kinkaid Falcons. Now, Falcons last week, they defeated the Little Cypress Mauriceville Indians by a score of 54-14 in a non-district contest at Little Cypress Mauriceville. Now, they've become more so of one of the powerhouses to look for in private school athletics and private school division play. Now for your Second Baptist Eagles, last week was a very tough loss, third straight loss with them tonight. Last week they lost to powerhouse Houston St. John's last week, 28-7. Now talking to Coach Beck Bryden earlier, he basically said that it's really because of the changing of quarterbacks. J.D. Crisp would be back with this team next week, the wide receiver extraordinaire. And also, they're going to have to ride on the arm of Connor Toon. Toon, as you know, is a backup to Turner Murdoch, and Murdoch has had surgery. The possibility, and he may not return the rest of the season, could spell some concerns for your Eagles as well. Now, on the flip side of it, with the Falcons at 3-1, they are led by a great running back combo of Mike Rader and Nico Gomez and Christian Murray, and it goes around the quarterbacking of David Copablanco as well. Now on defense, the defensive side, very much a sack masters as well. Will McLaken and Jax Scales lead them on defense, and on for your Eagles is always Charlie Shears and Cash Harris as well. Thank you for listening and watching with our pregame on the Second Baptist Eagles take on the Houston Kinkaid Falcons. You're watching and listening to the Second Baptist Eagles football, powered by Vype Media. We'll be back. Welcome back to Michael Stevens Field on the campus of Second Baptist High School. Michael Lewis along with my producer Grady and all the other right producers. Tonight, your Second Baptist Eagles take on the Kinkaid Falcons. And before we go into play, they're getting ready to start the pregame prayer and also the national anthem. Temperature tonight, 92 degrees. It's been a breezy evening after some possible thunderstorms or rain. Hopefully you got the rain where you were today, and there's going to be a lot of rain next week. But should be a pretty good night for a football game. We should get it in. And winds are blowing somewhere out of from the southeast. Light breeze as well. So should be good tonight for the kicking game as well. And as Kinkaid comes onto the field, the Falcons in private school athletics, they were the number 16th ranked coming into this season, while Second Baptist was your Second Baptist Eagles. They were the number 9 ranked coming to this season. Kinkaid coming onto the field. Another good night for football to watch and listen to your Second Baptist Eagles take on the Kinkaid Falcons as Kinkaid comes on to the field as well. The Falcons football program, well known for a lot of great ball players coming out of their program as well. They have again tomorrow night. If you're watching Notre Dame versus Ohio State, you're going to be watching. Micah Bell, who played for Kinkaid and is actually one of the top running backs as well. Now, Adrian Hogan will play tomorrow if you're watching on the CBS network as well for Delta State as well. But I do believe that Delta State game may be rescheduled as well, so it may be another Saturday. And the reason being is because they're playing one of the teams within the affected areas of a tropical storm Ophelia that may cancel some college games tomorrow. Again, we're here tonight at a great night for football as well, a night where it's kind of like homecoming for everybody. And as you probably know, Houston-based pop singer Beyonce has returned. Will return and will take over NRG Stadium. So it's an exciting weekend around town, but it's always exciting for Friday Night Football as well. We'll try to get you caught up on some of the scores across the private and public schools as well tonight in the Metro Houston area. I was actually at a game last night. Great ball game between Pearland and Shadow Creek last night, with Pearland winning that ball game as well last night. Great Thursday night football as well. If you want to watch some great football on Vype Live, powered by Vype Media, you can always go to Vype Live on YouTube. As they get ready, the officials are getting ready and getting set to get the captains together and do the coin toss. And we're going to go through the convocation and the national anthem after. National anthem and the convocation as well, invocation. And we're ready for football between your Second Baptist Eagles and the Kinkaid Falcons. The officials are meeting at the actual midfield and getting ready for the captains to come out so they can do the coin toss as well. Kinkaid three again. Kinkaid 3-1 on the season so far, coming off of a impressive victory where there was 650 total yards in a impressive victory over Little Cypress Mauriceville last week, 54-14. For your Eagles, it's seeing if they can rebound out of this three-game losing streak. They've been challenged a lot by the injury of their star quarterback Turner Murdoch, who's out. Looks like he may be out for the season, and they're going to have to go with junior Carson Toon as well. The two teams are getting ready to come to the actual midfield strife. As again, we're going to get you caught up on a lot of games later on this after. Later on, they're starting are the this other 7 p.m. Central Time games that are starting tonight around the metropolitan Houston area. Uh, Great crowd on hand. Great time to be here. Always great time to be here as well. Uh, a lot of great football tonight. A lot of great football going on as well. And you can watch some of the actual whatever you like. You can actually watch on Sports Houston. Sometimes there will be a show. Todd Freed will have the high school sports show, powered by Vype as well, and you can listen and watch that on Sports Houston as well. And it looks like the actual coin toss has been Kinkaid has deferred and will kick, and your Second Baptist Eagles will actually get the ball first. Carson Toon will be the quarterback for your Second Baptist Eagles tonight. He'll be going up against a very physically tough Kinkaid Falcons ball club. Now Kinkaid is only, and Kinkaid has only given up a total of 30 or 44 points in the first 3 games of the season. The only 44 points, 54 points, but the only time that they did not succeed was second ever game of the season. Kinkaid is going to be kicking from west to east, and Second Baptist will be going from east to west. Glad to have you aboard. It is Second Baptist Eagles football on Vype Live, power of Vype Media. Michael Lewis along with my producer Grady, and a lot of other great producers here with Vype Media as well. It's always the best to have yourself some great popcorn or wherever you're watching our game. It is Friday Night Lights on Vype Live. And the kick is coming down. And it's going back at the 10, down to the 11-yard line. I get now to about the 22-yard line. Randy Elrod with the return. Eagles are going to have it. Your Eagles are going to have it first and 10. It's going to be right around the 21-yard line. At the 21-yard line. Carson Toon, again, the junior quarterbacking. Toon's going to have trips left. Yeah, single. Trips right now. Double trips right. Single back. Receiver in motion. Toon, give. Met right there. With no gain is Davis. So it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. If you just joined us, thank you for joining us. Let's make that 2nd and 11. Double slot right. In motion. Back to pass. Tune on the right side looking. Has a man. Convinces Bethel with the catch. It'll be 3rd down. Make it about 2. I'd say 3rd down and most likely 3rd and 6. Double wide to the right with Tune. Receiver in motion. Double wide on both sides. Now another receiver coming back. Tune back to pass. He's hit. Hit for a loss. Will McLaken is actually the sack with the sack for Kinkaid. It's gonna be 4th down for your Second Baptist Eagles. There's a punt. Oh, there's a fake, and it's a caught. He's at the 30, at the 40, and he's at brought down at the 45. Skip Johnson, the punter, with the pass. A gain of 25 yards. 1st and 10 for your Eagles at the 47. Their own 47. Give. It's a shot. It's a wildcat, but give Bethel up the middle and stopped. Pick up a 1 yard. Looks like it may be a. Let's see what we have here. Looks like the Eagles are taking a timeout. We're gonna keep it right. We're gonna keep it right here. At 9:13 left in the first quarter, it is your Second Baptist Eagles nothing, and Houston Kinkaid Falcons nothing. Michael Lewis along with our producer Grady and also some other great producers at Vype Media as well. Your Eagles getting a 1st down on a fake punt by the punter. You come back from the timeout now. Tune has trips right. Now Bethel's in motion, and there is a flag on the play. That's going to put your Eagles back a little bit. Going to make it 2nd and 13 on the delay of game call against your Eagles. Again, this is going to be trips right. Tune. Got a receiver in motion. Give. Davis gets up to the middle. Gets to about probably the 45. Gain of about. Probably gain of about, I'd say about a few yards, maybe 4 or 5 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 11, so a gain of about 2 on the play. 3rd and 11 from the Eagles, their own 45. Receiver in motion. Back to pass is Toon, looking across the middle. Oh, and it was a drop pass. That's what with the drop pass from Toon, it was just laser perfect. Fourth and 11 for your Eagles. Looks like they're going to go into a punt, and they are. And a punt goes all the way down and gets a Falcon bounce and goes in, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. 8:24 in this one. It just started in the first quarter. Your Second Baptist Eagles going up against the Houston Kinkaid Falcons tied. No score in this one. Just started. Glad to have you aboard as well. Where you're watching. A great quarterback is David Coboblanco. He has 3 receivers out. Max Blast, Coboblanco. He's just going to run it, and he just comes back to almost the original line of scrimmage. Good defensive stop. Johnson on the stop for Second Baptist. They give. Stop there, right there. Great tackle. Johnson with the carry for Kinkaid. No gain on play. It's a 3rd and 8 now. And it looks like it's going to be flags. It could be a offensive movement. And it's going to be encroachment against your Eagles, and that may put it at a 3rd and short. It's going to be 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Cole Blanco has a single back and receivers inside. Give. Johnson. Stop there by a load of Eagles. Gavis Johnson is down. He was down, and he did not gain a gain of no yards. So it's going to be 4th and 3. Getting ready to punt. Kinkaid 4th and 1. Kicks coming down. It is fielded by Vessel at the 40. Out of the 50. Right there at the 41. So it gets out to about the 41-yard line of Kinkaid. 1st and 10 for your Eagles. 6:29 in the first quarter. No score on this one. Looks like there's a wildcat situation, and run up the middle, but he stopped. It looks like he's going for a loss. A lot of gas on the carry for Second Baptist. 2nd and 8. It was a gain of only 2 on the play. It's going to be at the 38-yard line of Kinkaid. Looks like a Wildcat again. Running back Gas is going to try to run it up the middle. Nowhere to go with this one. Stop for no gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 from the 40. Your Eagles playing a very talented and very physically tough Kinkaid football team. Defensively, Kinkaid's probably one of the top defenses in private school football this year so far. Now Toon back under center. Has receiver in motion. Back to pass is Toon. Looking across the middle. Has a man down to the 20. Down to the, I would say, the 17-yard line. Earl Thomas with the catch. Ball's going to be spotted down. That's a gain of about 20 yards on that one. 1st and 10 at the 20. Well, I'd say give it about the 17-yard line. Toon has a receiver. Thomas in motion. Back to passes. Toon steps outside of the middle. He's going to run for it. Going to run out. And that's going to bring it back because he went across the line of scrimmage. Carson Toon was trying to look like he was making a decision whether he was going to run or pass it, but that's going to cost them a few yards because of the actual illegal pass going past the line. .423 in this one. The officials look where they're going to mark it at. It's going to put it right back about the 22-yard line of Kinkaid. So it's going to be, looks like. So with the illegal forward pass, it's going to be 2nd down and be 2nd and 15, or 1st and 15. 2nd and 15. Toon trips right. Back to pass is Toon. He's trying to escape, and he gets sacked. Jack Scales with the pressure and the sack on Toon. 3rd and 15. 3:37 in this one. Your second Baptist Eagles driving. It was down the 28-yard line of the Kinkaid Falcons. Back to pass is Toon. Has some time. Has a man out to. Looks like he's tackled right there for no gain. Not beyond on the reception. Logan with the actual tackle. 4th down and 15. Looks like the Eagles may either kick or looks like they're in a punting position. Looks like it. We're going to watch to see what they do on this one. Back to pass. Toon. He's going to scramble out to the right side. He's looking long. And that's going to be the break they needed. A good coverage on the play was incomplete. He was trying to go to Jackson Powers. But it looked like there may be a pass interference. see which way the officials go. It seemed like it was an actual defensive pass interference because Jackson Powers was trying to come back to the ball. Getting an actual signal from the the Kinkaid coach Nathan Lauren is not really happy about this call. And it's going to be going toward the Eagles will be right in close to the red zone. It is a pass interference call against Kinkaid. First and 10 within I would say about the 16 for your Eagles. Yeah, Hopkins, he goes up to the 5, maybe around the 6-yard line. Yep, on the tackle for the Falcons. Here's a right up the middle. Gets out to around. Yant gets it out to about probably the 9-yard line. I would give it about the 8 or 9-yard line. Maybe 3rd and 5. 125 when your Eagles are driving. This is probably one of the most effective drives they've had in a game or two. Ball's at the 9-yard line, 3rd and 5. They'll have to get down right, at least close to the 2. First and goal. Here's a carry. Yeah, he's clamped down there by a ton of Falcons. 4th. Like we're coming down 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Don't forget you can watch a lot of the action on Vype Live. All the scheduled games on Vype Live all across the state of Texas, from Austin to San Antonio, to our great city here in Houston, and anywhere points abroad. Go to Vype Live on YouTube. You can go there and actually watch the scheduled game that's going to be in your area. It's like we're going to have some discussion here among the officials. Nathan Lauren is really giving it to the line official in the back. He's giving it to the line official. They're trying to get Nathan Lauren off of the field, but I guess he called a timeout. It's like it's called by Second Baptist. We'll take it with him with 54 seconds left in the first quarter. The score, your Second Baptist Eagles, nothing. And the Kinkaid Falcons, nothing. You're watching and listening to Second Baptist Eagles football, powered by Vype Media. We'll be back. We're back here at Michael Stevens Field on the campus of Second Baptist School in Houston. Michael Lewis with you, along with my producer Grady as well, and some other Vype media producers as well. Great night for football here in the city of Houston, and looks like there's going to be a Kinkaid. The Falcons are going to now take a timeout. Stall in. It looks like they're going. The defense coordinator is looking to try to get his defense realigned. So far, this night has been a night. It's been interesting. As far as I'm concerned, it has been an interesting night. Both teams have played very physically well. Second Baptist has held their own against a very powerful. Your Eagles have really done a great job against this very powerful Eagles ball club, Falcons ball club. And the Eagles are getting one of their deepest drives of the evening so far. They've used a multiple amount of weapons and around Carson Tune, and this team looks pretty competitive tonight against a very, very strong Falcons defense as well. Here we go. 4th and 2 on the 8. Tune back to pass. Looking outside. Touchdown! No, it's not a touchdown. It's not a touchdown. Russell, it went incomplete, but it looked like a touchdown. And now Kinkaid will take over on downs at their own 8. It looked like a touchdown. Double slot, trips right. Cola Blanco back to pass. He's under pressure and met for a loss. Comes back almost to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss there. Could be 2nd and 10 from about, I'd say, close to the 6-yard line of Kinkaid. 17 seconds left in this first quarter. 2nd and 12. Coach Bianco's going to let this run out. Coach Nathan Lerner just said just let it run out. That's going to do it for the first quarter for this game. We finished one. As we go to the other end, we have a tie score. The score after one quarter, it's your Second Baptist Eagles nothing, and the Houston Kinkaid Falcons nothing. You're watching and listening to Second Baptist Eagles football, powered by Vype Media. We'll be back. Welcome back to Michael Stevens Field on the campus of Second Baptist. And tonight, your Second Baptist Eagles going up against the Kinkaid Falcons. Kinkaid, 2nd and 12 from their 5-yard line. Copa Blanco gives it to Johnson. He is met right there. And he gets out to probably about the 12-yard line. Going at a hurry-up offense. Copa Blanco has double wide. Johnson into backfield. Trying to draw him offside. Single back, double wide. Copa Blanco going back to pass. Looking across the middle. Has a man. And he's got the first down. Monturley with the actual completed pass from Copa Blanco. That's going to be first down for the Falcons. Could be at their own 21. Gives it to Johnson, but he's met. But there's the flags on the play. And that's going to go against Second Baptist, your Eagles. And that's going to be a big one. It's going to be a defensive holding call on your Eagles. It's going to bring it out to a nice gain out to about, for the Falcons, out to about the 38-yard line. 10:47 left in this one. Your Second Baptist Eagles and the Kinkaid Falcons are tied at 0. Copa Blanco gives it. Johnson met it at the line with no gain. Butler on the tackle for your Eagles as well. Back to pass, Copa Blanco. Across the middle, has a man. And he's down to about the 4, who takes some receivers, takes some tacklers down with him, gets down to around, I would say around the 34. Taylor with the catch there, Robbie Taylor from Copa Blanco. He has 3 on the right side, left side, back again. Back, he has a man, but he's hit right there and thrown down. It's like a hurry-up offense for the Falcons. Copa Blanco has 3, double set. Johnson to backfield, back to passes. Copa Blanco, he's looking, he's going to step up. He's going, gets up to around probably the 35-yard line, maybe 34. Gets a little bit of a small gain up. It's third down for the Falcons. 9:22 left in this second quarter. No score. But Falcons are driving. Copa Blanco has on the left, back to pass. Copa Blanco has a man. He drops it. Oh, it was in his hands. Jordan Weaver was the intended receiver, and it was just straight in his hands, and he lost the handle. So Kinkaid's going to punt it. Like they're going to kick it or they're going to punt it. It's fourth down. They are going to punt it. Bethel's back for your Eagles. And a punt's coming up and gets a Falcon back. Oh, right. Good recovery by Johnson for Kinkaid down to the 2-yard line. And that puts the Eagles right at your Eagles right at the 2-yard line. $8:52 left in this one. The ball's going to be at the 3-yard line. The Eagles are going to have to try to get your Eagles are going to try to get out of a very tight spot here. Now Carson Tune has trips right. He has a single back in the backfield. Receiver in motion. Gives it to Davis. Davis comes out, but he's met by a ton of Falcons. Looks like there's no gain on that play. Gain of only most likely 2 yards on this one. So it's 2nd and 8 from the 5. Eagles are going to try to get out of this hole. Give Davis. Oh, gets up to about good gain. Gets that yardage back. He's down at the 20, down to the 30, down to the 40. He gets down right about the 40. Gets up to around probably the 44-yard line. A gain of about 37 on the play. That's going to be, it gets out to about the 40 yards. So a gain of 37 on the play. Great run by Winston Davis. Great field position. Probably the best field position. Another great drive. One of the other great drives that the Eagles have had. Tune gives it. Oh, there's a loss right there. Ranji on the carry. Good do ball and a tackle for Kinkaid. It's going to be 2nd down and 13, so it's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. And it is a stop and play, and it may be an actual delay of game on 2nd Baptist. It may take it to a 2nd and 18. So some of this yardage that Davis got on that run, it seems like it's actually evaporating back. So 2nd and 17 on this one for your Eagles. It's going to be at the 35-yard line of the Eagles. Tune has double slots to the left. Receiver slide motion. Back to pass is Tune. He has to step out looking for a receiver, and he's ran out on the, I'd say he gets out to Browning, probably he gets a loss. Maybe comes back to the original line of scrimmage. .613 in this one, 2nd quarter. 2nd Baptist Eagles and the Kinkaid Falcons tied at 0. Receiver in motion for Tune. Tune back to pass. He has a receiver. He does not have anyone. He was pressured, but could not find a receiver. Now they're going to have to punt. A great drive was going there, but just some basic penalty and just some some great defense by Kinkaid turns the ball over. Johnson's going to kick it. Taylor back for Kinkaid. And the kick is coming down. Barnes brings it down, and Barnes downs it for the fair catch at the 37 of Kinkaid. 6:03 before half in the second quarter to score. Your Second Baptist Eagles and the Kinkaid Falcons are tied 0-0. Michael Lewis along with producer Grady and the other great producers here on Vype Media. Thanks for you for joining us as well. See who's the quarterback, because it looks like it's a new one. And the pass is caught. Ethan Humphrey is in to quarterback. Taylor with the catch. And there's another good catch. Going out to probably about the 32, I'd say close to the 30-yard line, maybe like the 29. Okay, it's going to be a timeout called by your Eagles. With 5:38 in the second quarter, the score, your Second Baptist Eagles nothing, and the Houston Kinkaid Falcons nothing. You're watching and listening to Second Baptist Eagles football, powered by Vype Media. We'll be back. Welcome back to Michael Stevens Field on the campus of Second Baptist High School. Michael Lewis along with Grady, my producer, and some great other producers with Vype Media. Kinkaid going up against the Falcons, go up against your Second Baptist Eagles, and Kinkaid driving at the 33-yard line. A great drive put together. Back to pass. And it is dropped. Good play. Defensive stop there. Bird's pass was intended for Jonas Caldwell. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the Kinkaid 33 with 5:32 left. Back to pass. Like, oh, what a hit! What a hit! Numble on the play for your Eagles. That was a hit on Caldwell. 3rd and 11 from your Eagles 38. Under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Give. That fakes it on the outside. And the pass, no good. Smoothie Chambers' pass is going to be incomplete. 4th down. Looks like it's going to be a punt coming on for the Falcons. Your Eagles have held very well against a very dominating Falcons team that has scored a lot of points coming into this game tonight. They've been averaging somewhere between 25 to 25.9, close to 30 points per game. But right now, your Eagles have really, really held them at bay tonight. 4th and 11, 38 to 38-yard line. Looks like it's going to be 4th and even longer. Delay of game. Delay of game. Could be a delay of game against. Okay. So now we're going to respot it. 4th and 16 at the 42 now. Punt's partially squibbed out, and it's going to be down there at the 17, 18-yard line. Your Eagles will take over from there. 4:40 left in the second quarter. Your Second Baptist Eagles and the Houston Kinkaid Falcons tied at no score in this one, and a very much of a defensive struggle. A really good defensive ball game between both ball clubs. We're going to have some scores for you as well across the area tonight as well. 1st and 10 from the Eagles 19. Tune give to Davis. He's stopped right there. Gain of 1, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 from about the 20. Tune back to pass, looking across the middle, has a man, he dropped it. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for your Eagles. 3:54 left in this first half. Double slot. Receiver in motion. Tune back to pass. Looking across the middle. Does not have it. It seems like he was hit pretty well. It's going to be 4th and 9. And the Eagles are going to punt it. Johnson's going to punt it. Taylor is back deep for Kinkaid. Johnson's kick is line drive coming down and takes a Kinkaid bounce. Gets out to around the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, but there is a flag on the play. try to find out where the flag was. It seems like there's a stop and play here. 3:41 left in the first half. The Second Baptist Eagles and the Kinkaid Falcons are at a 0-0 tie. Looks like there was something to do with the flag. We're not for sure what the flag was about. Looks like it's going to be a penalty against Kinkaid. And Kinkaid defense is going to come back out on the field. It looks like your Eagles offense is going to be hitting the field again. We need to check to see what that penalty was about. I'm sure it was a roughing the pass. Okay, so it's going to be Kinkaid's ball. We still have a flag down. The official's coming to pick it up now. We're ready to play. So it is Kinkaid's ball. The give, pass. It's dropped by Taylor with Kinkaid. So it's going to be second down and 10 from the 44 of your Eagles. We're going to try to check. I really didn't know what the actual flag was, but it remained Kinkaid football. 3:38 in this one. Kinkaid driving, back to pass. And a throw, overthrown. Jumper's pass is Jordan Mayworth. It's going to be 3rd and 10. The Eagles your Eagles have really held well with the Falcons tonight. Falcons a powerhouse offensive juggernaut, and they have really held their own tonight. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be a roughing the passer call. That may give this Kinkaid drive some life. And that's what it is. It's going to be a roughing the passer call against your Eagles, and that's going to take it all the way down to That's going to take it all the way down to about the 29-yard line. It's be 1st and 10 for Kinkaid. 3:30 left in this one in the first half. It's a Wildcat run up to the 19, up to the 15-yard line. Hurry up offense. First down, Kinkaid from Ronnie Roby. To run. Roby goes up the middle. He's met there by Gregor's on the carry. Gain of about 1 foot down to about the 18-yard line of the Eagles. Run up to He's around his 15-yard line. A third down. Kinkaid driving, under 2 minutes left in the first half. But here it is, and it's a touchdown. On Roger on the touchdown for Kinkaid. However, there was a flag thrown on the play. Officials are going to sort this one out. As they sort this one out, they're going to go over to head coach Breck Bryden. We're trying to see if there's an actual unsportsmanlike conduct on Kinkaid during the actual run. There was an actual, looks like they were breaking up a skirmish there. But they were stopping the action. Let's see what the official's going to call on this. Kinkaid has scored 6-0. Looks like they're going to try to go for 2 on this one. Nice delay, stop, and play here. Now they're talking, officials are talking to the head coach for Kinkaid, Nathan Lloyd. Now they're going to go for 1. Kick is up, and it's good. With 1:40 left in the first half, the score, your Second Baptist Eagles, 0, and the Houston Kinkaid Falcons, 7. You're listening and watching Second Baptist Eagles football, powered by Vype Media. We're back here at Michael Stevens Field on the campus of Second Baptist School. Michael Lewis along with producer Grady and also some other great producers with Vype Media. Your Second Baptist Eagles been holding its own against the Kinkaid Falcons of Houston. but now trailing 7-0 after a touchdown as well. And Kinkaid now squib kicking it out, and Jackson Powers lets it go in. And there's going to be a flag against Kinkaid. So as the ball goes out of bounds, it's going to be brought out to around the 25-yard line. It's been a great defensive battle. Some actual calls that have helped your Eagles, your undermanned Eagles. Eagles have gone through a lot of different challenges with their injuries, but they played very well against Kinkaid tonight. And they're looking to see if they're going to be able to hold on and get a good drive together, a piece of good drive together. 1:40 left in this one, first half. There's stoppage in play. And you can call this an actual successful first half for your Eagles, because this Kinkaid team has been at least averaging somewhere between 19 to 20 points in the first half just by themselves. And tonight, the Falcons have not been able to muster any yardage, and so have Second Baptist. There have been some great plays in between, but you haven't really seen the big play offense from Kinkaid tonight. A lot of great defense they've always had during the season has shown tonight, and has shown for your Eagles as well. Here we go. 1:40 in the second quarter left before halftime. Second Baptist, your Eagles trailing 7-0. Toon fakes it. He's going to just slide down to about the 34-yard line. 1:27 left. Back to pass, Toon. He escapes the rush and gives it out to Jackson Powers, who drops it. $1:10 left in this one in the first half. Toon back to pass, looking out the middle. Tries to get it to Jackson Powers, but the actual pass was too small. Like there's some words exchanged there. Fourth down from the 32 of your Eagles. Johnson's going to punt. Taylor is back for Kinkaid. Falcons showing basically what they have been all season so far. Solid defense. But then your Eagles have played some solid defense as well tonight. Johnson kicking it. Squibs off. Takes a Kinkaid bounce, and it gets right almost close back to about the 42-yard line of the Eagles. 56 seconds left in this one. Just kind of doing the observation of this ball game tonight. Your Eagles have played very well against a very powerful Kinkaid offense. There have been some switches at the quarterback for Kinkaid, but they've been able to neutralize the running game except for the one last drive, and they've played very well tonight, absorbing a lot of injuries and a lot of different challenges. Your Eagles have played very well this first half. Kinkaid, the Falcons are now going to try to see if they can muster another score. So they're going to try to go through a hurry-up offense. There's trips right. Well, trips on both sides, double slots on both sides. Back to pass. And it's low. Rodney Taylor was the intended receiver. Back to pass. Look across the middle, and he's hit right there. Pass is complete. We have an Eagle slow to get up. Third and 1, but an Eagle coming off the, just like that. Henry with is the injured Eagle. Back to pass. Looking downfield, and great play. So it's going to be 4th down and 1. 22 seconds left in this first half. Give the middle. Looks like he may have gotten the first down. Roger is with the carry. It is the Kinkaid first down, but Kinkaid is going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. With 17 seconds left in the first half, the score, the visiting Kinkaid Falcons of Houston, 7, and your Second Baptist Eagles, nothing. We're going to keep it right here. A lot of great football that you can listen to on Vype Media and Vype Live as well. Just go to Vype Live if you want to watch all the great high school action across this great state of Texas on a Friday night, or even Thursday, or even Saturday. And you can also watch it on YouTube as well. You just go to Vype Live on YouTube for some great games as well. Also, you can always catch it on YouTube on Roku TV and Fire TV as well. "17 seconds left in the first half of this one. Johnson across the middle, has a man, and he's down inside, I'd say about the 9-yard line. Here in the tackle, Dushan with the reception, and just spikes the ball. Looks like they're going to go for a 3-pointer here with 8 seconds left. No, looks like Coach Nathan Leonard is going to actually try to run one more play to maybe probably punch into the end zone. Back to pass. And that was blocked on the line. And it's going to be 4 seconds left, so Kinkaid is going to attempt a field goal here. 25 yards up and good. And that's going to do it as we end the first half, the score is the Kinkaid Falcons of Houston 10 and your Second Baptist Eagles nothing. You are watching and listening to Second Baptist Eagles football, Power of Vype Media. We'll be back. Welcome back to Michael Stevens Field on the campus of Second Baptist School. Michael Lewis along with Grady, my producer as well. He's going to jump in, probably do some play-by-play with me as well. And also some great other producers with Vype Media as well. Tonight, your Second Baptist Eagles are holding their own against a very good state champion, one-time state champion from last year, Houston Kinkaid Falcons. But now they're trailing 10-0 as well. And that kick that they had at the first quarter looks like it was good. So it is a 10-0 score instead of 7-0 that they may have had here on the board as well. As far as your Eagles, they played well defensively tonight. As you probably know, Tyler Murdoch, their star quarterback, is injured, and Cannon Toon has done an excellent job, and they've actually done. The Eagles have gone through some offensive mixes, mixing up some plays, running some wildcat as well. So they've held their own offensively, but defensively, they've played well as well. They've been playing they played a very good Kinkaid ball club that has really, as you probably know, last week against Little Cypress Mauriceville, Grady scored 54 points against them.
Wow.
And 54-14 victory. And this is a team last week, just last week, that had 600 yards against Little Cypress Mauriceville. Tonight, there really seems there's very little offense they can muster against Second Baptist.
Oh, yeah, Second Baptist is very physical tonight, very confident, and I don't know, I can see a bounce back coming here pretty soon. They loved that drive, the 2 4th-down conversions. I mean, they were right there, and I could see them coming and bouncing back.
Yeah, and they really actually have held their own. The Eagles have really held their own tonight, and we can see the Eagles are going to kick off as well. They're going to kick off from their own 40. As you know, the Falcons deferred the kick. Jackson Arnold, I believe that's to kick off at the 20. At the close out to around the 31-yard line. So excuse me. So it looks like the actual gain will take it out around the 35-yard line. It's got a short gain of 11. 11:55 in this one. One double back slot. Here's a run by Johnson. Oh, he's at the 50. He's at right around 36. The Second Baptist 36-yard line.
Might have been their longest rush tonight.
It has been the longest rush tonight.
No.
They were trying to go into a hurry-up offense. So it was an offensive offside penalty against the Falcons. 1st and 15 from the 43. And the run there.
Good stop.
Good stop on the outside. We'll see who made the tackle for Second Baptist for your Eagles. Bryce Butler makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 12 at the 40. Try to get a double check on that field goal before halftime, but we do have it at 10-0. Run on the outside. Wild Rhodes with the actual run on the Wildcat. 3rd and 12. Noah Cronsto back to pass. He's rushed. He's under pressure. He fumbled the ball, and Second Baptist recovers it. And let's see who recovers it for your Eagles.
I think it's 53.
Looks like it's number 53. Enoch Lemus, the sophomore, recovers it.
What a scoop. Oof.
Good recovery by Enoch Lemus. Tune throws. Missed on the outside. He's trying to get it to Alan Thomas. Tune, back to pass, looking across the middle, has a man, and just look at the other side of him.
Yeah.
Throws it behind him. He's trying to get it to Zane Lunan. Cannon Tune, the starter tonight. It has been a starter for the last 3 weeks. Or the last 2 weeks. Tune.
Good scramble.
Good scramble on the outside.
There
Evading the rush. Good pass. And
great pass. Oh.
Just a little short.
Great awareness on Tune.
Looks like he was trying to get Alan Thomas on that one. Maybe 3rd down, looks like still. So now it's 4th down. So there's going to be some adjustments made. Tune punting. It's a line drive squibber,
great
but
punt.
It's in great position. Takes a great eagle bounce down to about the 10-yard line. Alan Thomas stops the ball for the Eagles there on the 10. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. 9:39 in this game in the 3rd quarter. You know, and Grady, as we look at the game so far, it still seems like even if it's either 10-0 or we know still see a 7-0 score here, but it seems like the Eagles they're really actually their pace is actually the lot of zones and everything defensively. They're actually have really thrown the Falcons off.
Yeah, it's been really incredible seeing what they've been doing tonight, especially with how dominant this team's been, the Falcons, this year. So it's good seeing them stepping up, and I don't know, like I smell a comeback And I've been seeing some good moves, a lot of confidence, and Toon's been really comfortable in the pocket. Really smart football out there.
It's smart football, and there was there's an injured, I believe there's either timeout or an injured player down, maybe an injured Falcon down. But and it's 2nd and 9. There was a gain of no gain by Johnson, but like the injured player is up, and you see who the injured Falcon was. He gets out on his own power.
Yeah, as far as that scoreboard with that field goal before the end of the first half, I want to honor that scoreboard and bring it down to 7. But there's some miscommunication with it being good or not.
Garrison Smith was the injured Eagle on that play, and he gets off on his own power. Second and 9 for the Falcons from their own 11-yard line. The Falcons are leading this one. Run up the middle, stopped with short gain, maybe a gain of 2. The 3rd down and 9, so it was a gain of 3rd and 7. So it's a gain of 2. Back to pass, looking across the middle. Oh! Right there, and goes through the hands of the receiver. Amico was the intended receiver for Kinkaid. And now another Eagle is down. Stop and play here. 8:30 left in this one. This has been Grady. This has been the challenges for the Eagles this year. A lot of after that, the first really home opener against St. Pius, where they really had a great balance of offense and defense. Then after the Murdoch injury, when he went to North Texas, some other players were injured. For some reason, this has been the challenges the last 3 weeks during this challenging time that they've had.
And all the more impressive with how they're holding up tonight, despite all these injuries.
Yes,
really incredible.
Yes, it's a lot of great play on both sides of ball for them. Kick is coming down. And at the 40.
Look at that.
Oh, he's back down to the 30. Gets close around the 31-yard line. And that is going to be Adam Vessel, the sophomore.
Incredible.
Gets down to close to about, I'd say about the 30, close to the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it right around the 29-yard line.
Boy, has he been on fire tonight.
Yeah, Adam Vessel has really played he's been really a great offensive spark on the kick returns tonight, the punt returns as well. Cannatoon has double wide receivers,
Good
gets
pass.
it out to Powers, and there'll be a short gain there to Jackson Powers. Jackson Powers is senior wide receiver. Double slots onto the left. Toon throws
Run
it
it
again.
back.
Powers gets some good positive yardage. He gets up to about the 18-yard line. This is a very good drive that Cannatoon and the offense seems like he's seeing a lot of the gaps into the defense. Seems like the offensive coordinator has really looked at what the adjustments that the Falcons have made, and it's working now.
Yeah. Let's see.
Be first and 10 at the 18. Tune back to pass. Outside. Has
What a pass!
Touchdown!
What a pass!
Touchdown to Alan Thomas.
Stuff. On the run too.
Cannon Tune, a 18-yard touchdown pass to Alan Thomas. But let's hold on here. There may have been some laundry. Looks like everybody's discussing. But that was a beautiful pass by Cannon Tune, just off of his foot. It just looked great. We're trying to get the stop here and see what's going on with the. The officials are actually.
Huh. He was in, right? He didn't run out of bounds.
He
before
didn't
hit
go out of bounds.
He looked good. I wonder if they're discussing up there.
I wonder if this is what the officials are discussing here. Seems like the officials are still discussing this. It's like that seemed like a great pass by Cannon Tune was null and void.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was a beautiful pass to Alan Thomas.
Yeah, I wonder what. I didn't see a flag.
There was no flag, and I'm not for sure if it was. They've stepped out. Tune
there you go.
Steps out. Throws across the middle.
Hits
good
man.
pass.
Oh, but doesn't hold on
it
to
goes
it.
out, the ball goes out. Now Tune's slow to getting up. But there is a flag on the play. Tune is up and walking his own power, but there is a flag on the play. I'm beginning to think it may be actual a roughing the passer call on. It could be a roughing the passer call. Roughing the passer is going to go up against the Falcons. This puts the Eagles in great field position.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Tune does in the second half. He's just been getting better and better as the game's been going on.
He's and the thing is, with Cannon Tune, it's more the development that he's really needing. Now that Murdoch is out, this is his time now to see where, how his skill development is going to grow through these challenging times for this offense. And so far tonight, has done very well.
All right. 1st and 10 on the 10.
Now inside the red zone on the 10-yard line, so it's a 1st and 10 after the penalty against the Falcons. Back to pass is Tune, looking for Powers. It is a touchdown! Wow. Jackson Powers with the touchdown from Cannon Tune. It's going to be a 11-yard touchdown pass from Cannon Tune.
How about that?
Nice pass played, very much so to come back from that. The other pass that did not count. The kick is up. And it's good.
So that should
Johnson's
even the score
kick is
after
good.
that field goal.
And
Miscommunication
the
at
score,
first half.
and it great drive by the Eagles to start off the second half. As far as we can see it, the score with 7:16 in the third quarter, the score, the Houston Kinkaid Falcons 7 and your Second Baptist Eagles 7. This is Second Baptist Eagles football, powered by Vype Media. Back here at Michael Stevens Field on the campus of Second Baptist School. Your Second Baptist Eagles just scored, and they tied the Kinkaid Falcons 7-13 in the third quarter. Again, the touchdown, Cannon Toon, the sophomore, to Jackson Powers for a 11-yard touchdown pass. That drive amassed pretty good. Michael Lewis along with Grady. That drive amassed it was a really good, effective drive, and the Eagles have shown that they really are developing. They really are, through all the injuries, they're really playing great football.
Yeah, my hat's off to Toon for his precision on those last 5 passing plays. They went go, go, go.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
The give now, looks like it's going to be gain of no gain. Christian Murray was stopped. Give to Murray on the outside. He stopped again. Great tackle on the play. It's like Bagwell was on the play for the Eagles. We'll double check that as well. Fake to Murray, Nicola Blanco, and there is no flag. He wanted the flag on the play, but there was no avail. Great defense. It's going to be 4th down and 9. The Eagles are holding their own against the team, Grady, that last week really took it to Little Cypress Mauriceville and scored 54 points, and they've just held them to only 7 tonight.
Yeah, this is a team that's averaged about, I believe, like 39 points a game this season.
Yes.
And they're being held to 7. I mean, this is just great football all around, but from Second Baptist, man, they're really showing up tonight. It's fun to watch.
They really are.
Is.
Really fun team to watch. A kick had went to Adam Vessel, but a kick goes out of bounds. This is a new Eagles team that has come out here in the second half. Like you said, Grady, this is a new Eagles team. Seems like for whatever reason, Cannon Toon, for some reason or other, the receivers, he can get to Jackson Powers a lot more. He can get to Thomas more. Davis seems like he has a lot more running room. Yeah. It just seems to be more fluid than it was in the first half.
It really is. I'm excited to see where they go on this drive.
Toon has double slots to the right.
Run the ball.
Give to Davis.
Oh!
He's hit there, right?
Big hit. Number 20.
Big hit. It's gonna be Johnson on the hit for I double checked that for Kinkaid.
That was Langston Davis, right? Who took that hit?
Langston Davis took the hit.
Woo.
And I believe Johnson was.
And he's right back out there. Yeah.
Langston Davis, he had Davis. You never know, he had the 35-yard run in the first half. Seemed like it was the only drive they
Play
had.
action.
Tune
scrambles.
right. He's knocked out.
There's only so much you can do there.
Well, there's a flag on the play, and this may give the Eagles some more life. Kinkaid, a very physical ball club, but I'm wondering if this actual penalty marker could be on. Could be on Kinkaid. That is what's the call. That is going to be the call. Defensive holding is going to be the call against Kinkaid. That's going to put the Eagles in a great position. Moves it up from the 26 to about the 40, their own 42. Again, the physical play of this Kinkaid team. It's costing them some few mistakes tonight as well. We'll talk about the penalties that they had last week considered to tonight. Here's a give to Davis.
Good moves.
But it looks like he's going to lose some yardage going back.
I like that little juke move. And for a man, if he could just find his hole, he would have gone for a while.
Yeah, he had a really good run in the first half, but just a lot of the early penalties that really got to the Eagles. And check that was actual 26. That was actually the run on that one.
Talking Jaden.
Jaden Lundy was the recipient of that last run. 2nd and 12. Tune goes out to the right-hand side. He's going to run, get a little bit short yardage. He's going to get close to around
1 or 2.
Probably about 2 yards. He'll get about somewhere around to about the 43-yard line. 4:18 left in the third quarter. Gonna be trips right for Tune. Back to pass is Tune. Steps out to the right side. He has a lot of time. Throws.
Hits his man wide open.
As Allen Thomas, good pass and good gain. And that's going to be a first down for the Eagles, and that gets them right into Falcons territory. Gets gains about a 17-yard gain pass play on that one. Got double wide trips right. Tune pass.
Goes deep.
Powers.
Oh.
He almost had it, but now there was a flag on the play, and like I said, these two It's been a physical match between the two, but now we're trying to see where the actual, where everything was, where the flag is. I'm thinking that it's going to be offensive pass interference, but we're going to take a look at this. He was trying to come back to the ball, but they're going to discuss this as well.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
You're going to see where this is going to line up. Coach Nathan Loesch. Kinkaid seems like it's going to be against. Yes, it is.
No.
It's going to be against Second Baptist. Look at Jackson Powers. May have tried to come back for the ball, but I think they may have thought that he may have actually impeded the defender from actually intercepting the pass.
She'll make it a
So
25 yard.
Yeah, it's first and 25
Yeah.
from the almost close to the midfield stripe. This is a very good drive, and now this penalty sends it back a little bit.
Plenty of time.
Back to pass, looking across the middle, has Thomas. Oh, what a great defensive play. It's a great defensive play, just a little short. Second and 25. You know, and Grady, this has been very much a very physical game between these two teams tonight. You could just tell.
It has, man.
Now you're going to call it timeout. And it's going to be timeout Second Baptist. We'll take it with them. With 3:20 left in the third quarter, the score, your Second Baptist Eagles 7 and the Houston Kinkaid Falcons 7. You're watching and listening to Second Baptist Eagles football, powered by Vype Media. We'll be back. Back here at Michael Stevens Field on the campus of Second Baptist School. Michael Lewis along with Grady. Back to passes Tune. Has a man. Pass is incomplete. And a man is down. He's trying to get it to Ethan Dishman, the junior. Third and 25 on this one. Let's look at the variables of this. Here's the Kinkaid Ball Club had 54 points. By the time third quarter was last week, they had 46.
Wow.
7 points tonight. Second Baptist doing their job defensively. Punt. And it goes down, takes a eagle bounce, gets down, and great recovery inside the 5-yard line by Ethan Dishman. That's going to put it right about right about a little bit right at the 5-yard line. 3:04, and it's tied up 7-7. This half seems to be different, as we were talking about. It seems to be different.
All right.
3:04 left in this one, and looks like they're going to run a Wildcat here, and they do. They do the Wildcat. Comes out. It goes out to the 20, down to the carries runners with Eagles with him. It's going to be number 20.
Good stop by 9. I believe that's that Ethan Dishman who
Dishman
caught him right
with the
before he
stop.
broke that. Who had taken it home.
And that is a good gain of about 25 yards. Wildcat set again. Give. He gets out to about the 20. Gets around about the 41-yard line.
Got to hand it to him. Great blocking down there.
Great blocking. Alfro gets at least another
That's 12 yards?
12 yards. Murray is going to come in, take his place. Yeah, Murray now in the Wildcat.
All right. Almost fumbles the ball.
Fumbled it and gets it. He recovers his own fumble, but gets no gain out of it.
Need to break up that momentum in some way. It's like we need a penalty or something to happen.
I tell you, it was a loss on the play of 4. It looks like it was a loss on the play of 2. And Kinkaid the Falcons are running a lot of Wildcat tonight. It seems like it's back and forth Wildcat. Here's another
Stop
Wildcat.
again.
They stopped the Wildcat again.
Great tackle.
Doble on the carry and the
33. Was that Gray Gilbert with that?
yes,
Yeah.
it was. Gary Gilbert, the junior.
Yeah, he'd had enough of that.
And I think this is what Coach Loesch is trying to do, is actually run a Wildcat, soften it up to where he can get back to his passing game. But Second Baptist, the defense is really, they really has to call it.
Gonna need 10 here.
Need 10. Looks like it's going outside, and
that's gonna be close.
it's going to be close.
I think they're short.
They're going to be short
Maybe
by, I would say, about
yard?
a yard or 2.
Yeah.
Roger's run is going to get him outside, but I don't think he's going to get maybe close to the first down. But I don't see him getting. Maybe they still need a yard.
I think you go for it. At this point, if you're
likely,
short.
most likely you go to Rogert, or maybe put Murray back in to go for another Wildcat outside run. And here's the thing, Colo Blanco has not only last week he threw for 247 yards.
Is that right?
And threw 4 touchdowns.
Oh.
Tonight he hasn't thrown for none.
Yeah.
And because they've been in this mode, knowing if they could actually try to challenge the Second Baptist defense and see if they can wear the defense down. But I tell you what, the Eagles have done a great job.
They have. And I want to hand it to the Falcons. They're a great team too. It's just they're.
Yeah, well,
They really
for
are.
them being the champions of TPC Southwest 4 last year, and this year being 3-1, they are a very solidified ball club.
Yeah.
Got 5 guys that are playing college football already tomorrow, and one guy is going to be playing tomorrow night. It looks like here's the first down for the Falcons. 40 seconds left in this one. Yeah. And the thing is that a lot of their first downs have come on these Wildcat sets.
Yeah.
Has not been maybe one, maybe two passes I've seen from Colablanco that have been for Kinkaid that have been actually long pass plays.
And back at it.
Back in the Wildcat again. And
Ooh.
gets a few yards. He's still on his feet. He gets out to 40, down to the 36-yard line.
Found their niche.
Rodriguez gets out to, that's going to be a first down. Gets out to around the 35.
Hurry up offense.
Hurry up offense.
Great stop.
Great stop.
See, you got that?
Bryce Butler on the tackle. Rogard on the carry. And we're going to go to the fourth quarter. We're going to go to switch ends. We've gone 3. And we're headed to the fourth with the score. The Houston Kinkaid Falcons 7. And your Second Baptist Eagles 7. You're watching and listening to Second Baptist Eagles football, powered by Vype Media. We'll be back. Welcome back to Michael Stevens Field on the campus of Second Baptist School. Michael Lewis along with Grady and also our other producers here on the Vype Media crew. Your Second Baptist Eagles going up in a very good game as Rogan. It gets up to about the 30, I'd say about the 20, I'd say about the 20, not 31 yard line.
Close.
Almost close to a first down. 7-7 to tie. It's 11:40 left in this one. Great games of Rogan up again. Gets around the 20 down to close to the 19-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Falcons. Again, as I stated, Grady, it's just really the Falcons. They're going through that wildcat to offset the gaps and the holes into the line of where the Eagles are set up.
Yeah.
Back to pass. Rogan throws. Touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown from Rogan to Uskep for, looks like they're going to go for 2. Now they're going to go back to their kicking formation. The kick is up.
4 jumped early, but I'm sure they'll decline.
They're going to decline the offside penalty against Jackson Powers, who jumped off. And with 11:06 on the play left in this quarter, and the actual point after is no good. Well,
No?
okay, they declined the
that's-
penalty, so looks like you know, it looked like the actual official was okay. Points good, no points, no good. But it looks like Jackson Powers is offside. Will be assessed on the kickoff as well. But with 11:06 in the fourth quarter, the score is the Houston Kinkaid Falcons 14, your Second Baptist Eagles 7. You're listening to Second Baptist Eagles football and watching it on Powered by Vype Media. We're staying right here. Michael Lewis along with Grady as well. There's some other great Vype Media producers as well.
Yeah.
Adam Vessel and Jackson Powers are back for your Eagles. 14-7.
Yeah.
Which many thought this would be more of a Kinkaid dominated game. It has not been. Vessel lets it roll, takes a roll. He picks it up at the 5, and he's met down there at the 5-yard line. Adam Vessel had a thought about trying to run it back, and then was going to let it just tap right there, but made the decision, and that puts the actual Eagles back at the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
11:02 left in this one. Still some time for Cannon Tune and his offense to actually put this drive together, maybe get some momentum, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see how they're going to answer, but Tune's been showing his stuff the whole game, and this last half's just been dominant, so it's, let's see what he comes up with.
Give here, gets it out. Great rush, still on his feet. That's going to be Davis to get a first down.
Hurry up offense.
Hurry up offense for the Eagles.
They run it back. Is Tune gonna run it back?
Run it back. Good give. But that's going to be no gain. Langston Davis, the sophomore, no gain on this one. So it's going to be at the 19-yard line, 2nd and 10. Trips to the left.
Just put Jaden
Back
Lundy
to pass.
in.
Tune. He's going outside. He runs to the outside, but he's hit. And
might have gotten a yard
or
two.
Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Third and 9. Looks like he got a yard. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 9. There, trips
Big down
left.
right here.
Big down. Yeah. Trips left for Cannon Tune.
I don't know if he's going to find his man. See if Jackson Powers.
It's going to be either Powers. I would say it's going to be Alan Thomas, I would say.
Okay.
Looks like they're playing off of. Oh, it could be. Tune may have thrown him offside. Oh, it's going to be against, okay, so it's going to be false start against your Eagles. It brings them back. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 14 and brings them right about the 11-yard line. So this is a very critical 3rd down.
Got time.
Tune, pass. Great defense on that play.
Yeah, it was.
Pass was intended for Alan Thomas. And they're going to have to punt.
Oh, you got just over 9 minutes left. Got
And
time
still,
for a stop.
You get a stop, and still, if they could score, if the Eagles could score, and most likely can maybe convert on a two-pointer.
Yeah.
It would be a timeout by Second Baptist, looks like. Okay, it's good. It looks like it's gonna be a timeout on timeout Houston Kinkaid. 14-7, Grady with this one. Wow.
Great game.
Great game.
Yeah.
A lot more. You've seen a lot more offensive openings and a lot more great execution in the second half by your Eagles. It's just that one little small drive, and if it stalls, then the defense is going to have to be out there at some point in time. Once the defense can stop this high-powered, it has been or was a high-powered Kinkaid offense that was coming into this ball game. If they could stop them this drive, maybe they can put a good drive together and pull this one out.
Yeah, if there's a way to shut down that Wildcat, that just killed him on that last drive.
There's a punt, comes down. Oh, this is razzle-dazzle lateral. Did not work.
Impressive, but yeah.
And it did not work. Great play by Gray Gilbert, the junior.
Yeah, he's been really taking charge tonight. Some
He has.
great tackles.
He has. He has. Now there's a stop and play here.
Gosh, beautiful night for some football, huh?
It is. Very
Nice
great night
breeze.
for football.
Yeah.
Great breeze. And looks like the football is going to be placed at the 40. Face mask is call is going to be against the Eagles.
Face mask.
Maybe possibly when there was the run back, during the run back, there was a face mask against the Eagles. And that is a big penalty. Puts the Falcons in very good position to probably make this a 2-score game. If the Eagles can't, hopefully the Eagles can hold them here and maybe get a turnover to get them possibly back in this ball game.
And it's back.
And here we go in the Wildcat. Rogan coming out to the right side. He's still on his feet. Gets out about 5 yards. And there's an Eagle down, but he gets up. Bryce Butler gets up.
I think that was Dylan Jenkins with Greg Gilbert taking him down.
Dylan Jenkins and Greg Gilbert, yes, with the tackle. And also Bryce Butler was in there also.
Yeah, they got 7 out of that.
Yeah, 8:26. Still a lot of time though. Still a lot of time. I've seen games a lot more interesting, even with a 2-score lead. There is going to be a penalty. Looks like a penalty.
Delay of game
against the Falcons, so that'll take them back 5 yards.
So it'll be a 2nd and 8.
Wildcat again. Roget
Right up the middle.
goes up the middle. He's stopped
Great
by
stop.
Butler. Met by Bryce Butler. Also met by...
Who was that? Charlie? Charlie Shears?
Looks like Charlie Shears is there.
Big play.
Big play.
Yeah.
3rd and 8. 7:40 left in this one.
Yeah.
I can tell you, Grady, looking at Kinkaid tonight, they were probably thinking that they could do the 300, 400-yard running attack. Tonight, nothing.
Great stop.
Great stop.
He's still not down
Rodriguez
yet.
is down, and that is the stop that the Eagles needed.
Who was that? That's 22.
There's like Bryce
Butler.
Bryce Butler
Oh.
with the tackle.
Could have been a big play too. Great stop. So that's 4th and what is that?
4th and 8.
Is it 4th and 8? Yeah.
See if they're going to go for it. I don't think they're going to.
That would
They're going
be-
to try. If the Eagles could stop this one,
Yeah.
it seems like Coach Bryden still has his actual, he still has his actual timeouts left
Yeah.
to where he can maybe call a few timeouts.
And they are.
And they are calling a timeout.
It's like an Eagle timeout.
We're
Is
going to
that-
take it right there with them. With 6:28 left in the 4th quarter, the score, the Houston Kinkaid Falcons 14 and your 2nd Baptist Eagles 7. You're listening and watching 2nd Baptist Eagles football powered by Vype Media. We'll be back. Thank you very much for joining us here at Michael Stevens Field on the campus of 2nd Baptist School. It is 2nd Baptist, your Eagles trailing Kinkaid Falcons of Houston by a score of 14-7. Michael Lewis, Grady with you. 4th down.
4th and 8.
4th and 8. The pass is
No good.
No good. And your Eagles going to take over from there.
They needed that break. Good defense from the Eagles.
Good defense from the Eagles. Shears on the stop on the defensive side. Charlie Shears.
Wow.
Also looks like Zane Lumen, the senior,
Yep.
also was out on that pass play as well. So now your Eagles are now looking to try to at least put a drive together and tie it up, or even go ahead.
Hey, I've got full faith in Toon. He's shown it tonight.
Toon, pass.
Great pass.
Oh,
and it,
no! An interception.
Off the fingers of, I missed too. Is that Jackson Powers? Off the
Jackson Powers.
fingertips.
Out of his fingertips.
And it's picked off by the Falcons. Oh, tough break.
That was a tough
Good
break.
pass.
It was a great pass. It was
Yeah.
a great look, but it just seemed like it was forced in just a little bit behind Powers. And that,
Yeah.
hopefully, it's still, there's a chance they can make a stop here. The Eagles can make a stop and stop this Wildcat running game of the Falcons and still get back into it. You got 6:17 left. There's still time.
Yeah, there is. And those plays are always hard because, you hit the body, you did your job, you hit your man, and it sometimes just doesn't work out, and you get a tip like that, so
There
it's
we
hard
go.
to...
And Rogan's going out to about the 35-yard line. I'd say about the 30. Going to 38-yard line. 5:56 left in this one.
That'll be a 2nd and 4.
It's a gain of 6 on the play. Now here's a program. They'll have 5 players in college football tomorrow. Rogers with the run.
Number 3.
Gets up to about,
I think it's Max. Is that Max Bagwell? Stopped him just
Max
short of the
Bagwell
first down.
Stopped him short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 5:16 left in this one.
And remember, they went for a 4th and 8 on their last drive, so...
I mean, anything can happen on this one. If they could stop, if they could, they've got a 1st and 10.
They got it, yeah.
They got a 1st and 10 on this one. There had to have been, at least if you could kill this Wildcat, if you killed the Wildcat that they've been utilizing tonight against this great Eagles defense, the Eagles would have a lot more to work with. Rogan gets out to the 20, gets out close to the first down again.
Stopped by Ethan Dishman. That was a gain of, what'd they get on that, 8?
So this is going to be about 8-yard gain. It's going to be a first down at the 33. The Eagles have played very well defensively and offensively in this half. Just a couple of just some breaks. Roget going out to the right side. He's back on his feet, and he's going to go in for the touchdown.
Great football by the Falcons, but it just hurts your heart after this game the Eagles have put together, offensively and defensively.
Yes.
It's
Roget has a passing touchdown and a running touchdown tonight as well. His first one. The kick is up and through. With 3:59 left in this one, and the score, the Houston Kinkaid Falcons 21 and your Second Baptist Eagles 7. You're listening and watching Second Baptist Eagles football, powered by Vype Media. We'll be back. Welcome back to Michael Stevens Field on the campus of Second Baptist School. Michael Lewis along with Grady. And tonight, your Second Baptist Eagles in a tight situation here. They're trailing the Houston Kinkaid Falcons 21-7. And the game has been tight. Grady has been very much a great defensive battle until this quarter. A couple of Second Baptist turnovers, and the Falcons are kind of pulling away. Jackson Powers going out. Try to get out to the 15-yard line. He may have gotten knocked back to, most likely may have gotten knocked back to around close to the, right at the 15.
Yeah, 3:53. There's still life in these Eagles. It's just, they got one timeout.
They have one timeout. It's just not, I mean, you got to look at it from, you have to, at some point in time, you have to make sure you can burn the timeouts of the Falcons. And that is what would keep the momentum going.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. It looks like there's going to be too many men on the field against
Yeah.
Second Baptist.
All right, it'll be a 1st and 15.
1st and 15 for your Eagles. Trips right. Tune back to pass, rolling out to the right. Look for someone, but
Nowhere to go.
He's nowhere to go. He's met. Second down and 15.
Great catch.
Great catch.
Ethan Dishman. Or Dishman, my apologies.
He's-
He can do it
he's
all.
over at Dishman. Yeah.
Tune.
Tune
There you go.
rolls out to the right side. Looks like he may have just gotten the first down. He sure did.
Okay. 1st and 10 on the 31. 2:43 left on the clock.
Tune back to pass. Has a man. He has.
There he is again.
He has. Looks like it
It's Ethan.
is Ethan.
Hurry up offense.
Back to pass is Tune. Looking across the middle.
Oh, throws a pick.
That may have been it.
Yeah.
That may have been it.
Yeah.
They ran that zone at the right time.
They did. Yeah.
You know, ran that zone at the right time.
First and 10 for the Falcons. 2:23 on the clock, and they're just gonna run this ball out.
Just gonna run it. They're gonna run it to timeout. Run this timeout, and we'll go to 4-1. Let's just go. Let me just go actually to go over some actual scores within the private and public sectors around our area in the Houston area as well, and. This is going to be 2nd and 10, 141. Run up the middle. And right now over at St. Pius High School, St. Pius X taking on Bishop Dunn, and looks like it has gone to the 4th quarter. We're still waiting on a score there, and gives to Johnson. He's actually not moving forward. 45 seconds left in this one.
Man down.
There's a man down for your Eagles.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
It does not look good. And it's so much the injuries that the Eagles have suffered this year. Just been very tough for them. As we wait, and hopefully the player is okay.
Yeah, that's 53. Is that Enoch? Yeah.
Yes, Enoch.
Oh, man.
At Corrigan Camden leading Hempstead by a score of 13-12. That's with 1:41 left in the fourth quarter.
We're having some technical difficulties with power, so we might lose you briefly here in a moment, but so far so good.
Game of interest to some people that are listening, and also as well. St. Pius looks like they're going to run it out. St. Pius is leading that game over against Corrigan. I mean, St. Pius is leading their game tonight against Bishop Dunn over at St. Pius in Northwest Houston. 17 seconds left, and this is going to your Eagles put up a valiant effort tonight, but will fall to 1-4 on the season, whereas the Kinkaid Falcons will now go up to 4-1 in the season. Well, Grady, it was a great game until
it really was.
Those two turnovers as well toward the fourth quarter.